Right, hello. Today we're looking at this question here. So we're looking at drawing some shapes and we're looking at drawing this little picture here. So the question says, the drawing below shows the details of a logo used by a water sports centre. We can see lots of measurements on here. For a start, it doesn't say anything about scale. So therefore, we shouldn't be taking any measurements off here. Everything should be written. So we shouldn't be measuring this and thinking, right, we need to draw it there. We shouldn't be taking any measurements. Everything should be on this picture. So it says, complete the full-size view of the logo in the space provided to the right by drawing. So first of all, we need to draw an 80 by 80 right-angled triangle representing the main sail. So it says the main sail here, so we're drawing this bit here. So the first thing we need to do is draw this gap. It says 10 millimeters, so we need to put a 10 millimeter gap. So, and I measure 10 millimeters here, and get a set square 90 degree, and put a construction line in very faintly. Then, and I go 10 centimeters up here, and again, put a construction line in. I can see that the line goes all the way across there, so for this foresail bit here as well. So I can put my line going all the way across. So here, I'll put a very faint construction line going all the way along. So it says is 80 millimeters. So I go on here, my ruler, go to 80, which is here, and I can put a thick line in. Now, with it being 80 by 80, I know that the angle is going to be 45 degrees. So I can get my set square very quickly. Rather than measuring 80 this side, I can put my 45 degree set square on and draw up, and then finally come back down. So therefore, we have got that first triangle complete. Right, the next bit it says to do is the boat hull, including the 3 radius 40 quadrant representing the bow of the boat. So that is this bit here. So that being radius 40, we know from here to there is 40. So the first thing I'm going to do is just quickly draw a little square here that is 40, rectangle, that is 40 high to draw the bottom of the boat hull. So, I've got that bit there. I go along here, mark on 40, and I'm also going to mark 40 here. I'll explain why in a second. So, I'm just going to quickly put my line across here, and I'll put a line across, construction line again, so both faint, across the top there. Right, the reason I put that dot there, which is 40 away, is that was my compass going to go to be able to draw this radius. So, 2 ways of doing this, marking it out. You can either do the way I've showed before, where you put it on 40 and move it along, or because we have it on here ready, I can put it on my dot there, move the compass to the edge, and then just carefully draw on that semicircle. So we've got that bit, the quadrant. So, the next bit then, we need to get this back bit here. We know that's 60 degrees, so we've got our 60 degree set square. There is no measurements on here to be able to show. However, if we look here, I can see that the angle here touches that. So I can go onto the main sail here and draw a line down there for that 60 degree. And the last thing to do is just join these lines up. So the faint lines are before the construction lines. I'll go over heavier there and over heavier here. And we have the boat hull drawn. Right, part C says the half octagon, 90 AF representing the foresail. So 90 AF octagon means drawing it inside a square that is 90 by 90. So the first thing we're going to do is draw that 10 millimeter gap. So I can go on here at 10 millimeters, put a little mark, and then using the 90 degrees, draw a line going up. So faint construction line, first of all. So we know this part is 90 high. So I'm going to go on here, get my ruler, and mark on at 90, which is there. Yeah, so that's 90 high. So I can make the line across the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this line this way as well. The reason we do that is, come clear in a second, but we need to have that square to be able to draw the marks on when we've done the octagon using the compass. So, we know this is only half the octagon, so we know this part here, from there to there, is 45. So I go from here, measure 45, put a little mark, and again, using the 90 degree, put a little construction line in. So this is that half octagon, but we need to know where the other side of this square is. Imagine that's half a square, we need to know where that other corner is. So what I'm going to do is just measure 45 and put a little mark here. Same up here, measure 45, put a little mark. So this will come very clear in a second, because we need to find the centre here. Remember, when we find the centre of a square, we join the corners together. So I can go from here to here, and it should be there if I check it this way as well. From here to here, it crosses there perfectly. So that's the centre there. So we need to move the compass. We have a compass on the dot here, and move it to the corner. So I go on each corner, and I mark there. Go on here, gonna mark there. And we need our 2 marks here, so that's why we put these bits in. So I can go from here, mark that there, go from this dot, mark it here, and I just need to now finish it off by joining these markers together. So I go from here to here, draw a thick line, the bottom bit here, thick line, up here, thick line, line there, get the last couple of bits in, there, and there. And now we have all those different shapes drawn.